Welcome back, everybody. We're here in Canada at the wonderful Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Who's going to come out fastest of all in the next hour? Yes, it's time for qualifying.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Here in Montreal, Lights Out is quickly approaching on this artificial island originally built for the World Fair in 1967. Now it's used for a World's Fair of a different kind, ever since Formula One first arrived here. We're back in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. There are 14 corners to navigate, the very last of which has its very own infamous history and could be the cause of a safety car today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Mark Webber lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, and Fernando Alonso, Russell, Leclerc, Sainz, and Felipe Massa, Albon, Tsunoda, Ollie Behrman, and Stroll, Bortoletto, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Doohan, Hulkenberg, Lawson, and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for Lights Out, so let's go down to the track. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. What a track this is, and what a challenge for the drivers this weekend. Long straights, heavy braking zones, and a very green surface to start with.
This happens to be one of the drivers' favourites. It is a low downforce circuit that is fast and flowing, but it is also demanding on the brakes. And be careful, because let's not forget the wall of champions that catches out so many.
can now use DRS. DRS now available. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Final lap, push, push.
bad for a number 2. I'll give it a number 1. Victory for Mark Webber.
5 wins in a row. That is an incredible achievement. I don't know if anyone can stop them at this stage in the game. What a great job.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.